No, keyword is flag, not bird.
Hi everyone, it's Lacey with Thunderbird Supply. We're back again this week for another video. We're collaborating with Project Venture to fundraise for their program. Year round, we work and fundraise for local charities and programs in our local area. And this year, we picked Project Venture for our Gallup and Albuquerque location. From February to April, we'll be raising money for them. In fact, in these clips that are showing, Leo, Joey, and I are shopping for spring yard cleaning items that we'll be raffling off for our customers in March. Like always, our entries will be $5 each, and there is no limit on how many times a customer can enter. This raffle will be going on throughout the entire month of March. Then in April, we will be having another raffle, but for gift cards. And again, the prices will be $5 per entry, and there is no limit on how many times a customer can enter. Another thing that we will be doing is having a donation jar out for any cash or any change donations from customers throughout the entire fundraiser. I'm sure some of you are wondering who and what is Project Venture. Project Venture is a Native Indigenous youth program that supports healthy lifestyles and positive relationships with the natural world. They aim to achieve their full potential and to become leaders within their communities. Project Venture has been around since 1980 and has since been serving the communities in nearly 100 places across 25 states, including Alaska, Hawaii, Canada, Hungary, and just recently Jamaica. Some fun facts about Project Venture is that 1. They have served over 30,000 youth. They have partnered with over 50 tribes across multiple states. There has been a 75% increase on leadership within the youth that participated in this program. Within the program, there has been a 90% increase on teamwork and communication skills. And one of my personal favorites, there has been an 85% increase on connection to their culture and community. These numbers were based off surveys that the youth took before and after the program. Project Venture has a few programs. There's the flagship program that combines adventure-based experimental learning with service learning and cultural-based leadership. Then there's also Project Pre-Venture program where the youth are connected with the land, climate, and season. In this program, they gain knowledge about outdoor activities, traditional food systems, and service learning. Their third program is Project Venture Mentoring, or PV Mentoring for short. PV Mentoring recruits high school students, including many past students who were once a part of Project Venture, to train as peer mentors to support after school and weekend activities and to serve as role models in the community and youth. And then the last program that they have is Venture Beyond Prevention. Venture Beyond Prevention is a program, their main focus is preventing teen pregnancy and sexually transmitted infections. If you are wanting more information about Project Venture, they do in fact have a website. You can check them out at projectventure.org. And they do also have a Facebook, Instagram, and even a YouTube channel. You all should definitely go check them out. Their handle is Project Venture. Continuing on, Project Venture also has 3 main locations. There is a location in Gallup and Albuquerque, New Mexico, and they also have a location out in South Dakota, which is where Project Venture first began. If you're wanting to get in contact with them, their website does have phone numbers listed. However, they do also have a general contact you can use. You can email them at info@projectventure.org, or you can call them at 505-554-2289. In fact, the crew and I put together these clips of what we're raffling off, which I will now play for you guys.
Are you cool with a trash can and gloves? And a wheelbarrow.
And a rake. And a hoe. And a shovel. With the leaf blower and trash bags.
Okay, so before I play the up and coming clips of the presentation, I'm going to apologize in advance for the audio. Our microphone isn't working with our phone anymore, so our audio is just not the best lately. I did my best fixing it, so you will be hearing Matthew's voice going in and out. Yeah.
Good morning. How's everyone doing? Good morning. Hopefully I'm not shouting too loud. I always wonder that when I work with kids, if I shout too loud and I feel like I'm being mean or something. Well, it's a great opportunity for us to be here and to also partnership with Thunderbird Supply. And so part of Project Venture, I've been working with Project Venture for over 20 years. When I first started, it was actually called National Indian Youth Leadership Project. Some of you might have known this. Maybe your kids might have been in our program. At one point in time, we actually had programming in a lot of the Gallup-McKinley County schools, especially in the Gallup area, like Gallup Mid School, Chief Manuelito Middle School, and also JFK. So primarily, Project Venture is an outdoor adventure program. It's evidence-based. Back in 2005, we had a big study that was done on our program. And during our program, they found that, our program was resilient. They also found out that our program works in a lot of indigenous communities in Indian country. I would say like 98% of the time it is working. A lot of young people, like, sixth graders, they feel more confident. They're able to talk a little bit more. They're able to communicate better. Um, they feel like they're included or inclusive, because a lot of young people at that age, they feel like they're neglected, or they don't feel like they're a part of school or part of anything. So when we do a lot of these activities, they get like, wow, I didn't know I can talk, or I could do these things. I didn't know I can rock climb, or I can do mountain biking. And so those are some of the things that we have. So our direct service program happens here and from the Gallup office. Actually, I'm the manager for our Gallup office. And we have three schools that we are working with currently. One of them is Hojo Academy. And so we have a sixth grade program there. And then we also have Winter Rock, Sehoto Middle School. And we have a seventh and eighth grade program there. And we also have Wingate Elementary School. So we have a sixth grade program there. And then on Fridays, we have what we call a mentor program. And with the mentor program, we have a lot of students who have been in our program as sixth graders. They come back because they would like to continue to do what we like to do. So they like to go mountain biking, they like to go kayaking, they like all these fun activities. But at the same time, they want to be a mentor to the younger guys that are in our program. So that's basically what we have here in our Gallup area. Everything is experiential, meaning we learn by doing. So in the classroom, we'll do a lot of games and activities, but these games and activities will involve communication, they'll involve social skills, they'll involve like team building, how to work with one another, um, to eventually we start going into trust building. So currently, I think we're in the team building phase where we have a lot of activities that require a lot of critical thinking, but also how to work with each other. Eventually, we'll start getting into trust building. So we'll start doing a little bit more than we normally do. So a lot of hands-on activities that we will do. So that's in our in-school program. Our after-school program is where we start to teach a little bit more about the outdoor ethics. Okay. So in the outdoor ethics, we'll teach about, first thing is like leave no trace. If anybody has ever heard about leave no trace, leave no trace is something very important to us. As Indigenous people, it was really natural for us to know what leave no trace was. But in this day and age, it's become very different. But we try to use those indigenous teachings is what LNT is. So basically, it's this talking about taking your trash, making sure you don't trash up the area, only leaving footprints, when we go hiking, but also learning how to use a restroom outside. It's one of our fun activities that we do. We call it a poop relay. So maybe I should have brought that today. I had to try it out. No, just kidding. Poop relay is something. A lot of these kids, they get like embarrassed, and we're like, "Don't your grandma have an outhouse?" It's almost similar. It's already dug up and everything, but this one we give them like a little shovel, and we tell them that if we ever take you to like backpacking in a national park, this is something that you would have to do because there's no restrooms out there if you're ever backpacking, so you have to dig your own hole and know how to use the restroom out there. So those are some of the things that we teach about LNT. Then we get into more technical skills where we teach them how to use a map and compass. We'll teach them how to set up their own tent, how to sleep in a sleeping bag. Another thing that we encourage our young people to do is to change their socks when they sleep at night. How have you guys ever camped out when your feet were cold? Anybody ever camped out and your feet was cold at night? Most times it's because we don't change our socks. And if you change your socks right before bed, most times your feet won't get cold throughout the night. And so those are some of the little tricks that we teach them that, you'd be comfortable, in a tent, but also learning how to sleep on a sleeping pad. Those are some things that, we teach our young people what to do. We also do with map and compasses that we like to create little scenarios to where they have to use their compass to find objects, or sometimes we'll even use that to let them find their snacks. So, we'll kind of hide their snack somewhere, but they have to use their compass to go find it. We'll give them good coordinates, things like that. So we try to make things very exciting for young people. I don't even know if I introduce my coworker over here. So this is Noelle. She actually is our lead program coordinator for Hojo Elementary. So she does that, and so she's taking a little bit of time to come out here and help me today. So back to our out of school weekends, and then we also have our camping events. So camping events are usually 2 to 3 days during the school year. And during the summer, we'll get to our big camps, which are like 6 days. Let's see, environmental stewardship is another big thing that we're getting into. And maybe Noelle can talk about a little bit about the environmental stewardship in terms of garden program that we have.
Good morning. My name is Noelle, and I work with Hojo. So we do have a garden program, and what I teach them is like the word "cat," so like friendship, and make sure everybody is one with each other and the nature as well. So sorry, I'm kind of getting over my sickness, but just teaching them to be outside and playing in the sand and also taking care of themselves and growing their own food for themselves as well. So that's what I teach at Hojo, and everybody there, all of their plants have been growing. So we have cornstalk, we have squash, pumpkin, carrots are now growing, and I also like to work with our students of fire making and fire building. So also having a relationship with fire, because our Dene people here, we we think our fire is another being or somebody we have lost that we can talk to, because our grandparents or our parents that have been lost, that they are still there. So we like to do a lot of fire making, the hand bow method, so not like a lighter or a match. So make them work for it. And
Pick a partner that you could work with. You would have to be standing with this partner. So I'll give you guys 30 seconds to find a partner. All right. So everybody has a partner. All right. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is I would like for you guys to stand with your partner back to back. Okay. So back to back, just like what we would do, me and Noelle. Let's say me and Noelle were partners. We would be back to back, just like this. Now, one thing you're going to do is you're going to change something about yourself. Okay. It could be your glasses. It could be maybe a ring. It could be anything, but something that's obviously outside your body that you can change. So go ahead and take uh, a minute to do that. What were some things that was changed? Glasses, awesome. Hats, jewelry, jackets, earring. Cool. Now I'm going to ask you guys to find a new partner. Maybe somebody you don't work with all the time. Someone you never see all the time. Now with your partner, you and your partner have to do some commands that we shout out. Okay? We're going to say something like elbow to shoulder. Good job. Right hand to your cat. Those are some activities that we do with young people. But Noelle, she's going to lead the next activity.
everybody's right hand, what you're going to do, you're going to put your thumb out and hopefully you catch a ride. But anyway, move to the right. Make sure it's in front of the person on your right side. Now, your left hand, I want you to put it on top of the thumb, okay? Now, I want you to listen. I'm going to read you a story. And your key word is flag, all right? And this is your bird. It could either be a hawk, be a golden eagle, could be a pigeon, up to you. And right here, your thumb is
Prairie dog.
Prairie dog, okay? But remember, your keyword is what? Flag. All right. So I was in Thunderbird and I saw a lot of jewelry, but then I looked up and saw flag. Oh, nobody caught their prairie dog. I was trying not to give you the whole thing. I was trying to let you guys think outside the box. But again, let's go try it again. All right. So watch your thumb. So when I say flag, you can let your thumb go inside the hole of the prairie dog. Okay. Now your bird is going to try and catch the prairie dog. So keyword is flag again. So good job. Good job. You're paying attention. So I was at Hojo, went down this hill. I looked up. There's a bird. No, keyword is flag, not bird.
So, what year was Project Venture founded?
Project Venture was founded in 1982. It started off as a summer camp. It was an 8 to 10 day camp each summer. And eventually it grew into a bigger program, which became a year-long program.
And who founded Project Venture?
Project Venture was founded by McKellen Hall. He's actually, he did marry a Navajo lady from Round Rock. The program first started, it was actually in Oklahoma for a couple of years. And so with that being in Oklahoma, his wife wanted to move back here to Gallup area. And so that's how we got blessed with Project Venture here in the community.
What is your favorite program to teach?
Wow, my favorite program to teach is mountain biking.
Red or green chili?
Green.
How many students do you take like year round?
With students year round, the whole organization, we work with up to almost 1,000 students. That's within the in-school and after-school programs that we have.
Okay. How many programs in total do you guys have?
We have 3 here in the Gallup area. We have 3 in the Albuquerque area, and then we have 3 in the South Dakota area. So we have 3 offices, 1 in South Dakota, 1 in Albuquerque, and 1 in Gallup.
And that is all for this week's video. Thank you all for watching, and make sure to come back next week for another video.